A little over 4 years after its doors first opened, this Doctors Without Borders hospital in Kunduz, Afghanistan, was reduced to rubble. Dozens of patients and staff were killed in a devastating US airstrike. The first of the 211 shells was fired at around 2 a.m. in an onslaught that would last almost an hour. In the days that followed, the US military's account of what had happened changed several times. After initially denying the building had been targeted, they then claimed US forces had been under fire before it was announced the Afghan military had called for backup.
Third, Afghan forces advised that they were taking fire from enemy positions and asked for air support from U.S. forces. An airstrike was then called to eliminate the Taliban threat, and several civilians were accidentally struck.
The US military says the hospital was hit as a result of a series of human errors and technical failures, among them electronic malfunctions that prevented messages and onboard video. Afghan officials claim one of their special forces units was being attacked by Taliban fighters from inside the hospital, an account rejected by Doctors Without Borders and some eyewitnesses who say the Taliban were actually in a national security building nearby.
This claim is ridiculous. Our staff has heard no fighting coming from the compound. This compound is guarded, is fenced, and the only patients inside the building were, as I said, patients and staff.
Doctors Without Borders acknowledged it was treating unarmed Taliban fighters, something which itself has previously caused friction with the Afghan military. The attack came a month after Kunduz fell into the Taliban's hands. Concerned about being caught up in the violence, in the days before the airstrike, Doctors Without Borders contacted 5 Afghan ministries, the Afghan military, the US Embassy, NATO and the UN to reaffirm the hospital's neutral position, a message which ultimately was not enough to protect itself.